Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to all who are watching this video. My name is Muhammad Kaib bin Hashim and I am a final year student from UITM taking CS 245, which is Bachelor of Computer Science, Data Communication and Networking. My class is 7A and this is my final year project presentation. My title is Analysis on Online Fake News on Social Media Using Machine Learning. Alright, my supervisor is Dr. Nurul Huda binti Nik Zulkifli and my examiner is Madam Nur Azlia binti Ahmad Azam. Alright, next, the introduction. Nowadays, users tend to not apart from handheld device. Almost all the information now can get via online or the internet. Anyone can just put an article and call it some news. This can lead to some information that is not genuine or some may be straight to deceiving people. This news is called a fake news. What differs an online fake news with a fake news is what or how the medium is being distributed. The general definition of online is controlled by or connected by computer. Therefore, online fake news is a fake news that is distributed within the internet. Problem statement. Today's world make users more reliable on the internet more. So whatever come to the user, they tend to believe rather than to investigate the source. One major thing that they are hard to detect fake news is because of the author of the article are doing a really good job in deceiving people. There is a short study for detecting fake news done by Dominic Stekula that take about 700 of undergraduates from University of British Columbia, and what his finding was almost majority of the students there cannot distinguish between real and fake news site. Alright, next is the objective. I have three objectives in this project. First is to investigate the behavior of the fake news by synthesizing the literature. Next is to identify the most popular social media platform to spread fake news, and the third one is to construct online fake news detection framework using a TensorFlow. Alright, this project also limited only two types of social media, which are Twitter and Facebook. Twitter and Facebook are suitable for this project because they have similar type of presentation when it comes at delivering any type of news. This project will be implemented machine learning code using TensorFlow. TensorFlow is a library for machine learning that is free and open source. The machine learning will be programmed at Google Colab or Google Collaboratory. Google Collaboratory is a online cloud-based Jupyter notebook environment that allows us to train our machine. Basically, an online online Jupyter notebook. Yes, that can be shared using a Python language. Yep. Next is the significance of this project. The significance of this project will create awareness at people. Why is it important to detect fake news? If someone can distinguish fake news from any type of news, this means that they have greater understanding on how fake news are being published. They also can prevent themselves from being deceived by the author of the news. Awareness in this will make some people consider doing a bit of research before they share any news. Instead of straightforwarding the news what they think is right, this eventually will make the community around the person become more better. Significantly, it will minimize the spreading of the fake news. Okay, next is the literature review. From what I gathered, first is a study titled Automated Fake News Detection Using Linguistic Analysis and Machine Learning by several group of people. There is 5 people here. This study used creation of a text processing base for their machine learning, and the result they got is 87 at detecting fake news article. Second, fake news detection is a comparison between deep learning techniques in vector space by Love DeepSync. What he did is he concentrated on 3 deep learning model: artificial neural network, convolutional neural network, and recurrent neural networks, on attempt of former approach by utilizing various vector space. All data from his study gain more than 50% within their model and vector space representation. The third one is hierarchical multi-headed attentive network for evidence-aware fake news detection by Nguyen Vo and Q Min Lee. They propose a multi-head attention mechanism to capture important words and evidence, and they experiment on 2 public datasets to demonstrate the effectiveness and generality of their model over state-of-the-art fake news detection technique. Basically, they do create a model, their own model, and then they use 2 public dataset, and then they test the score on that dataset compared to previous people. This is my methodology waterfall diagram. The phase is start with requirement gathering, which is collecting all the resources and the information needed. Next, after already know what the tools and resources needed, planning is done to make sure the future step is done easily. After that, implement and execute, which is collecting the data and run the machine learning. After that, analyze the result. Then lastly, the documentation. Okay, next is result from the analysis. Okay, first we have this pie chart. This pie chart shows the percentage between fake and real news in the data that is being used in the machine learning. Total data of 214 fake data is collected. For fake news is 40% of the data, which is 80. The data collection method are from empirical observation and through a survey question. Alright, next is a bar graph. This bar graph show the current the count word per title. As shown, a simple conclusion can be made, such as fake news are more likely to have a shorter title, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, range into 1 to 5, and real news is on between 5 to 12 word per sentence. This is primarily because of most fake news use titles that are partially or completely clickbaity. Most of these titles are short and straightforward. It is too simple, causing the readers to get easily confused. For example, vaccination XXX doesn't function. See, it's only 4 words there. Or artist X die. Only 3 of that, right? Okay, next is Venn diagram. This Venn diagram is the fake news distribution of the data and within their respective attributes. Each circle is representing with their additional attribute, like this A is from Facebook, B is from Twitter, C, the news is where either included a picture or not, D is same but link, external link, and E is either it came from a verified account or not. From the result or the Venn diagram, most fake news doesn't stop at their social media posting. They will continue their bluff at external site. This is proven by the large amount of count at the include external link circle. This is primarily because most of the social media sites have several conditions that they are must follow. Another key important to detecting fake news is they always include a picture, as shown as here too, is both both social media shown greater number in having picture with it. This is mostly for clickbaiting user. The picture is also tempered or edited. From the data we gathered, we can conclude that Facebook is more likely to have fake news than Twitter, and most of the fake news come from unverified account. So yeah, the outside ring of the E is the count of news that is from unverified account. You can see this is 22 is more than actually from the inside account. Right. Next is the conclusion from my finding. It showed that Facebook is the most popular online social network for disseminating fake news. Most of the fake news has a brief and inciting headline. The Facebook post content generally includes an external link that redirect visitor to another website, as well as an image that is either altered or not. This is not applicable on Facebook. Twitter too often show the same trend when showing this type of news. This conclusion is confirmed by the result of the machine learning which I run, and it reached a 87% accuracy when identifying the fake news. It identified using several types of data, which is the title length, its content, whether it have a picture or not, and external link, and whether it's come from a verified account or not. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching.